Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Graham.
My name's Darren.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Nice to see you today.
It's nice to see you here. We're going to talk about a film.
Yes, I'm Graham, and that's
Yeah,
Darren.
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 Yeah, Darren.
What film was it?
Brawl in Cell Block 99.
A Brawl in Cell Block 19... What?
99. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
99, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
Should I have?
Yeah.
It sounds like a French one.
I'm going to give you a little spoiler into how I feel about everything. But, as in the world, Brawl in Cell Block 99 is in my top 10 films of last year.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's 2018
it was a
now.
last minute entry as I got it on DVD for Christmas.
So Moonlight's in there.
Oh, let's not do it. We'll do a separate video of that.
Okay.
But, no, La La Land's not in it. But
So go on.
Brawl in Cell Block 99 is.
I keep saying Brawl in, and I keep hearing Brolin, and I keep picturing Josh Brolin. Is he in it?
No, it's Vince Vaughn.
Oh, that's close.
Did you? I said you don't
looks
open your
similar.
Snapchats, do you?
Don't bother.
I was
I only
Snapchatting
send
it because
them.
it was fucking mental. So Vince,
Fight-wise. The Brawl-wise.
a combination of fight-wise and the fact it's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
You know.
Is the sequel going to be
The-
Melee in Cell Block 99?
Don't think there's gonna be a sequel.
Do you get it? All right.
Don't think there's gonna be a sequel.
Still dead. Okay, anyway, go on. No spoilers. We doing spoilers?
No.
Okay.
Because you've not seen it. It is from the director of Bone Tomahawk,
Ooh.
which was also amazing, and very much follows the pattern of that in that the first. In the it's got a provocative title where you think, well, this is going to be fucking crazy. And then it's got a very slow first hour where you think, oh, actually, I'm just getting to know these characters, this is cool. And then in the second hour, you're like, fucking hell, it's gone crazy now.
Slow down.
In this film, that is signposted by the arrival of Udof Kier, who is a fucking weird little actor who pops up in crazy films. And that's when it all goes...
What else is he in?
Suspiria, Flesh for Frankenstein, the Andy Warhol thing. He's one of them, European crazy art movies. So the film starts with what's his name, Vince Vaughn, whose head is now shaved and tattooed and stuff, and
Playing a serious role.
yeah, but not. This is like. I don't want to use the word grindhouse, but I don't know what the alternative is. This is more like a genre thing, like a schlocky, like, let's please...
Pulpy.
Yeah, pulpy, as opposed to, let's give me an Oscar.
Yeah.
Although, let's not say that he doesn't deserve one for this. I'm not saying
like
he does, I'm just like...
B-movie?
Yeah, it's kind of... It's like the middle between a B and an A movie, because it kind of looks like an A movie, but
like
then it's definitely a B movie.
It's like an 8.5.
A what?
8.5.
8.5. I would have said B.5.
Oh. Well, that's...
8.5 implies to me better than an A.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know how to count really. So, but yeah, that makes more sense. Carry
So-
on. A point B maybe? B point A?
Anyway,
Carry on.
Vince Vaughn is a nice guy, to a degree. He's certainly not an unreasonable guy.
I wonder if
And
that's
it's-
true in real life.
I think he used to be a bit of a dick. I think he used to fight people. And then,
Fight people?
Get to fights quite a lot and get drunk. Which,
Alright, that sounds like fun.
I don't
From a
know, do you know how
distance.
tall Vince Vaughn is?
No.
He's 6'5".
Why do you know the heights of actors?
Well, because that's a big height, and also it does get mentioned in
That's
the movie,
newsworthy.
but I did already know it.
Oh, right,
Um,
okay.
So, yeah, breaking news, Vince Vaughn is 6'5".
He's just reached 6.5.
Yeah.
Growth spurt alert.
News just in, he did not make it through the door. So he gets fired from his job as like a driver or something at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And he takes it very reasonably. Oh, but then he does go home and find out his wife is having an affair, and he smashes the shit out of her car with his bare hands. But then he goes in and talks to her, and he's very reasonable.
Like John Cleese in Fawlty Towers.
Yes, but John Cleese used a stick and didn't do much damage, and Vince Vaughn uses his fists and he does quite a lot of damage.
Did he give the car a countdown?
Did he give it a countdown? What do you mean? Vince Vaughn, but John Cleese didn't give it a
Yes, he did.
countdown. No, he said he's going to give it a damn good thrashing.
1, right!
Yeah, no, that was giving the car time to behave. So anyway, he loses his job, and then I think he knocks his girlfriend up, as in pregnant, not with his fist. Well, maybe, I don't know what he did. Maybe jizzed on his fist and then punched it up her.
Jesus Christ, Darren.
What?
Move on, that was awful. Move on. Bad joke.
It wasn't a joke. It
Bad
was
joke.
Hypothesis.
It's a bad joke hypothesis.
Long story short, he gets involved as the middleman between drug dealers and stuff. So he's the one that carries all the drugs to people that are going to sell it.
He's the mule.
Yeah, he becomes a mule, and it goes wrong. And I don't want to say too much more, really. But
Okay.
from the title Cell Block, Brawl in Cell Block 99, you might expect it to start
I'm
with him
picturing
in
it
prison.
I'm picturing it like starred up.
Yeah, it's not that.
Okay.
So he doesn't go to prison for the first hour, and then that's when it turns into a slightly different film because Udof Kier turns up and he's like, I make you a deal, and I won't say what the deal is, but you go, fucking hell, Udof Kier.
Richard Gere.
Yeah, Richard Gere turns up and says, I'll make you a deal, and the deal is he'll go away and be replaced by Udof Kier.
Oh, right, okay, well that's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
I'll take it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very fucking violent.
Sounds violent, now you've kind of built it up in this way.
Yeah, I mean, Bone Tomahawk's fucked up. And
gory, isn't it? Gory Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Gory, like, there's actual, like...
It's well, they don't actually kill
It's visceral, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to what kind of gore?
Just like in old films where it's like, oh, there's a puff of smoke and then they fall down. Do you know?
Well, that's not gore, is it?
Like spaghetti westerns.
Like spaghetti westerns.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't describe a spaghetti western as gory unless you've got a gory one in mind, which you clearly don't because you've described a puff of smoke.
A puff of smoke. No, carry on. But this is visceral as well. This is
fucking
gory.
hell, this one is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Vince Vaughn is like the coolest guy ever, which is bizarre.
Like Swingers cool.
No, because he's not actually cool in Swingers, is he?
No, he's a dick. But
he
like...
thinks he's cool. That's why it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to be friends with him though. I think in that film.
Really? He's a kind of. He's kind of annoying.
I
like the film. I like watching it, but I don't think. I wish I was with these guys. They seem like good people that I would like to enjoy.
Maybe. It's been a while.
Then again, I hang around with you, so clearly my judgment is off. Yeah, no, it's really fucking violent. This movie. Don Johnson's in it. I like Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Yeah.
Who's that?
From Miami Vice, and
Don't know him.
he was in Cold in July.
I don't know him.
Django Unchained. He was like the first person they went to. I don't know what I
Is he old?
Yeah, he was in Miami Vice.
The original.
Yes.
Not Colin Farrell.
No, it's not Colin Farrell. It's Don Johnson. Say something.
It's not Colin Farrell.
No, it's not. So it's really good, the film. I'm very excited by the next film that the guy's doing, the director.
Is it a sequel?
No.
Oh, we've discussed this, haven't we? There's no sequel.
So this guy makes like really good-looking B movies that are just fucking hardcore. Like they really do what you want them to do. His next movie is about two policemen who are bad policemen in the sense that they beat
Bad
people
lieutenant?
up. Yeah. And they get fired because their badness is caught on camera, and then they have to go underground to make money, like beating up criminals or something. Like they have to do horrible, violent things. And the cast of the two, bad policemen are Vince Vaughn and Mel Gibson. And Mel Gibson makes violent movies at the best of times.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do.
It is, so I'm very excited about that one.
That does sound interesting.
Because two of the best movies I watched last year on DVD were Bloodfather with Mel Gibson and How I Spent My Summer Vacation also with Mel Gibson. So the idea of another trashy B-movie Mel Gibson film that's just pure violence, I'm very much excited for that.
You could mix those two films and get Daddy's Home 2, where he's in as well. Bloodfather, because he's a daddy.
Yeah.
And How I Spent
Don't look
My...
at me and say daddy, it's weird. Oh yeah.
And How
Bloodfather and How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Yeah, that's Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. And yet Daddy's Home 2 is fucking horrible.
It's just, mind-numbingly awful. Anyway.
That does sound good. I think the next one's called something like Dragged Across Concrete, I think is its title. And if, the previous titles are anything to go by, I imagine it'll live up to that.
That's not a joke.
No.
That sounds like a great title.
I think it's called Dragged Across Concrete, starring Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn as two corrupt policemen.
That sounds even more violent than Drag Me to Hell. Do you know? Dragged
does.
across concrete, yeah. That sounds brilliant.
And there's a bit in this movie where somebody does get their face dragged across concrete and you go, fucking hell! It's really over the top violence. It's like realistic over the top violence, where it kind of looks real, but it's just ridiculous.
Like Street Fighter or something, where they're pulling limbs off and stuff like that, and it's just like
they don't
really gratuitous.
I mean, like if arms get snapped and bones poke out, but it's very good. It's like a really fucked up sequel to Dodgeball. Where it's like
there's a wrench at your head.
Yeah, he's had too many wrenches to the head. It turns out he couldn't dodge them. Now he's angry. Brilliant. So I strongly recommend Brawl in Cell Block 99.
As well as Bone Tomahawk.
Definitely Bone Tomahawk. They're both brilliant. They're both really good movies.
It sounds, but they're both B movies ish. Half
they
B
both
movies.
have B movies at heart.
They're
both revel in their trashiness whilst also being kind of classy at the same time.
Excellent. Well, that's a good review. They could put that on the cover.
They can, and they can say it was me that said it
because
I did.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.